Sarah, welcome to your May 2024 message for the month. Let us see what Spirit has to say to you. Oh, wow. Well, this is an interesting month. You've got a lot of conflict, and honestly, some of it's inner conflict. You think there's someone testing you, you think there's someone pushing your boundaries, or it might just be someone that you like that you can't stop thinking about. And so it could be something like that too. So it looks like this is a crazy message. Before you met this person, you felt victorious. You felt happy, that like youthful optimism, that cheeriness for life, that this is who I am, this is what I like, this is what I want. And even if you were in a phase of your life where you're feeling a little bit lost, which for some of you, that will be there, not all of you. You still felt like the most authentic you that you could be. Then this person shows up and it's kind of like making you like doubt yourself a little. And so one of the reasons why you're not feeling as victorious as you were before is because like it's not over with this person, but you kind of keep trying to make it be over. So guys, comment below. I need to know what's going on in your life. Like you're like, oh, okay, I learned this lesson from them. It's over. I can push them out of my mind now. Or for those of you who are with the person, it will look like now we can have peace and harmony in our relationship, but then another personal growth lesson just keeps coming up. So I think it's like it's waking up and recognizing like the value of relationships, and that relationships are like about the ultimate personal self growth. They're the ultimate mirror. They're the ultimate who am I, who are you, who are we, this is me, I won't change. But love is also about being influenced by people. Friendship, kinship, companionship is also about being influenced by people and expanding. So it's just you're being influenced by someone who's like a lover in your life. It doesn't mean you guys are like married or necessarily in a relationship or even having sex, okay? It's someone who's touched your heart and expanded it. You're just trying to like wrap a container around it, and like that's not going to be possible, Cancer. Like you can't, especially like this person's the person is a very loving person, but a very passionate person combined and not easily controlled. They look like they have some financial independence. Either financial independence or won't let finances be something that will like tame them, if that makes sense. Okay, so your soul level lesson is recognizing that relationships are all about that expansion and that personal growth, and that it's a never ending cycle when you're like with the right person. There's a love mate, there's a soulmate. Soulmates are always going to continuously inspire growth from you. But what you need to hear is that like you're the one calling forth the growth. They're not teaching you. They're not trying to get you the change. It's your soul. It's your inner being that's calling this growth from them. So you're calling the growth and it's being delivered to you through the other person. So that's how you get your power back. Okay, so for the human level lesson, you don't, how do I say this? Wow. You don't want to give it a shot because you're afraid it will become all consuming. And guys, it's like, what's that saying? What you resist persists. So if you have someone who you're supposed to like be in a relationship with and you're resisting it, instead of spending that time with them, like the coffees, the cuddling, the kissing, the conversation, the walks, instead of spending actual time with them, you're just going to be spending that time in your head with them, which that becomes obsession instead of a shared passion, instead of a shared connection. So just be aware that this mental mindfuckery is kind of because of everything I already said. You're just struggling with the who am I, who are they, like, are they prompting this growth? It's recognizing that you're the one calling forth this growth, and this just happens to be how the universe is delivering it. It's via this relationship. Because it looks like in your recent past, You had the wheel, so you're going through a lot of growth, a lot of change, a lot of transformation. You're thinking about doing things that you previously told yourself you would never do. It's like, oh, I'll never do that in relationship. And then this person, you're like, oh my God, I want to do this for them. Wait, that's against my character, though. Wait, that's against my boundary. You're kind of having like that level of growth. And if there's any advice I could give you guys, um, it would be your character is your character, okay? But it doesn't have to be something that's rigidly defined because you're going to find like every 7, 10, 12 years, different things are going to be important to you. I know that in my 20s, I used to value adventure. It was like my top one or two. Now, like authenticity and peace are my top one or two. So I don't need to be, I traveled nomadically for like 2 years. Now, like my adventure is lower down on it. I do have that urge to go out and travel, so it's still a value of mine, it's still a character trait of mine. It's just not the top one anymore. So I just, for anyone who's having a rigid, this is me, this is my boundary, or this is my character, just know that when you have that kind of know that that means you're not allowing yourself the flexibility to like grow and change and evolve. Gosh, can I think of an example for you guys? Well, not at the top. I think that that makes enough sense for you guys. You can comment below, and I'm happy to make any videos for people if you have it. Here's my situation. What would you advise for me? So it looks like in this present moment, you certainly feel like you have that relationship contained enough, so you're at a peaceful, contentful place. And it definitely kind of looks like this relationship is taking a little bit less of your physical time. So there's a little bit like, oh, that's right. I can have like fun and happiness without them. But going into the future, all I can say is that you're going to be craving that person's love again. This is the craziest read I've ever given ever. You guys have to comment below and let me know. And it's not going to be like a crave, like a lovesick obsession, but it's like some of this change that you're going through the wheel, it's going to be like, oh my God, like, no, I just actually really like this person's energy. I like their thoughts. I like how it expands me. I like the way I think and grow. I made it so sometimes when you're here and you're growing, there's like you have to shed that skin, right? That's an uncomfortable process, but that doesn't mean that other person's toxic or that other person's bad for you. It just means you're choosing them to be your inspiration for growth, and with growth comes uncomfort. And so some of the growth is you recognizing like the full value of like authentic love and connection. And like this person is stable. This person in your life is very either adventurous or they have a couple different sides of their personalities that come out, so that they're like a malleable person. They have different facets of like passion and things that they like doing, but they have a stable love for you. So they'll be a stable source of consistent love for you. That's so it's not like you're caught in this femme fatale lustful love for them. It's that steady source of that person like loves you. Um and like one of the big things you like about them is that this person doesn't try to change you at all. It's like, okay, like that's who you want to be this week. Okay, well, I still want you in my life, so I'll play with you this way. Okay, can you come play this way? No, okay. Like this person just kind of like self accepts you where you're at. So like, I don't know, guys. That's a person to have in your life. That's a person I'd want in my life. I can be this person this week, and you'll still want to figure out how you can like interact with me. Oh, well, now I want to go hiking every day this week. You still want to interact with me. Well, now I want to do this every day. Like, I don't know, man. Someone who just kind of like lets you try out different sides of yourself. Um, I would say, guys, that of the two, you're the more like stable, consistent one in the sense that you like to not let your emotions influence you at all, and the other person does. That doesn't make them unstable. That just makes them wanting to have a more flow of a life, more of a this is what I'm called to right now. As long as they're not like an addict and like getting themselves into complete homelessness and like filing bankruptcy and bringing you down into bankruptcy, as long as they have like it contained and can take care of themselves, like that's just the way they chose to live life. And that's kind of part of the reason why you like them. You like the passion and the invigoration it gives you, and like the opening to, I want to say like maybe the creative side of life, but like that opening to like that awe inspiring, oh, this is love, oh, because like when you have to, when you look out for someone to positively contribute to their life, that causes you to expand and grow as a person. um okay, is there anything else from these cards for them? Yeah, there's two more messages. Okay, so number one, it's not over with that person. You're just stalling your growth. If you're like with the person, you might be on a trip away from business. There's just a temporary pause to the growth that this relationship provides you. Um, and like for some of you, be okay that this person, for most of you, the person is unaware how much personal growth you're getting from interacting with them. The 10% of you, for the person who's like, hey, you got to grow here. Hey, you got to grow here. Like, once you recognize that it's you calling that growth forward, that's when the relationship's going to get easier and smoother for you. And that's when it's going to feel empowered. And when you recognize, like, oh, I'm the one who wanted all this growth. I didn't know the universe was going to deliver it to me in this way. I'm sorry for fighting and resisting it. That's when you're going to be able to give it like a chance, an opportunity. And that doesn't mean you have to like marry them, be in a romantic relationship with them, but you can at least enjoy either a deepening of the connection you have, because you can be more rest assured of that steady love that they have for you. And yeah, you're gonna be able to interact with them with a more sense of safety in your body. Or for those of you who are trying to like contain it and go, okay, I got my lesson, I don't need to get there out of my head, like I don't really see a romantic relationship starting for you guys. Some of you are already in one, but I do see a deepening sense of the understanding of the connection between you two that in your mind will make it worthwhile to pursue in terms of interacting at a deeper level. And that could just mean maybe now you're going to be like friends and hang out once a week. Because I'm not seeing like a lot of romance cards. I'm seeing more like steady action, more consistency, more sense of, okay, I can trust this person. I can't always trust if they're going to be a passionate person responding, the ultra loving person responding, the cheerleader responding. So you don't know exactly what type of love you're going to get, but you know that there's always love, and they don't try to push you to be someone that you're not. So, okay. So in terms of your hopes or fears for this month, or excuse me, this is your personal power. Your personal power is recognizing that either, if for those of you who aren't in a relationship with a person, is you recognizing that you pushing the person away is what's causing the mental anguish. For those of you who are with someone, it's recognizing that you trying to, here you go, now you could fit into my life. When instead of like, if you're like a single parent with kids, I need a person who could fit into my life. No, you got to recognize that love also comes with like allowing people to influence you. So it's here's this new person. You mostly have to fit, but he's going to come in and like morph and inspire change from the other people. So it's allowing that transformation. It's having those conversations with your kids. Like, I understand that it upsets you. I can see how sad and mad you are. And it's okay to feel those way. Like, I love you no matter what. Like, but this person, like, is in our life. And he is kind to me. He is kind to you. So we do have to find some way to incorporate him in. You don't have to hang out with him every day. You don't have to, but you have to, like, holidays. So you kind of have to, like, having that conversation, having someone work through those emotions. How do you like something that you don't want to do is actually good growth. There's a complete difference between like a narcissist coming down and going, you must love me this exact way, and someone going, I can see how bad you really want my attention right now, but I have to work, and I see how angry you are about that and how you just really want me to cuddle you for like the next 2 hours. I have to get this project done though, to like put the bills on, like to pay the bills and keep the lights on. Are there other things that you could be doing right now? What are two other things that you could do to occupy your time until I'm done? Like, do you guys see the difference between those two? So for those of you who are in the relationship, there's a little sensitivity of like, I must protect myself and the people in my life. And if I'm feeling any uncomfort, that means you're not the right one. No, there's a difference between someone who's requiring complete self-sacrifice out of you versus someone who inspires you to evaluate your character, your goals, your ambitions, and causes you to evaluate what's actually important to you. Okay, so in terms of other people around you, well, other people around you right now are just kind of having a chill, mellow, happy life. They're content. They may not have everything they want in their life, but they're content and happy. When you call them, it's kind of like a hey, oh yeah, just enjoy my cup of coffee. How are you? What are you doing? Like they're just enjoying the little things in life right now. So, and that like goes beyond just the person of interest in your life right now. This is just like other people in general. For those of you who aren't in a relationship, that means that you're probably going to be surprised that when you do reach out to the person. I do kind of think you guys are going to reach out to the person this month. Um, I think it's going to happen. Pretty sure it's going to happen. Um, you're going to be surprised that they're like happy and content. You're going to be like, whoa, when I was going through all this whirlwind of a growth, you were just running with your friends, going to dinner with your friends. You were just enjoying life, and you're going to be like, damn, I could have been just enjoying this whole time too. Instead, I made it question these feelings and emotions I had. I made me question myself. Okay, in terms of your hopes or fears, okay, this is a combo one. Your fear is you're like the slow, steady pace wins the race, right? The hare and the turtle story. The steady pace wins the race. Okay, but at the same time, if you use a fire analogy, right, you don't want to put all the firewood on at once because it'll burn up and then it's like gone, right? So if you just keep a steady flow going in, it keeps warmth going longer. But if you don't put enough wood on, then the fire dies out. So you're like balancing between that hope of I'm going for the slow burn, I'm going for the slow, steady, consistent change. But the fear is it might not be enough for the other person. So it's also going to be a fear of, oh shit, I may not have been tending to the fire and it may have gone out. So it's going to be, I do see reaching out to the person, but it's going to be a little bit of a month of, am I putting enough into the relationship? Am I not? Well, they need to be self-sufficient without me. But at the same time, as much as they need to be self-sufficient without you guys, like it's normal when you have an attachment figure type relationship, and those are two basic human needs, authenticity and attachment. Attachment is that day-to-day person that you hear about the stories of their day. You like eat at least one meal a day with them. It's that day-to-day connection, that day-to-day reminder that you're important, that you're significant, that you're loved. That's like the day-to-day person, the family. If you just come around and come in for major events, it's not going to have, like, the fire's going to burn out. You're going to be the person who comes in with a torch and goes, here's your light. I'm fixing your problem. See, I love you. Okay, bye. And if you go away for 2 weeks, they're going to be like, okay, I guess this is just the person who wants to come in and fix problems for me, but they don't want to form a relationship with me. So you're going to be like a little bit, not in your head in a bad way, but you're going to be trying to balance in between, wait, they were waiting for me to say good morning to them. And then they didn't have a good day because I didn't say hi. Well, they need to learn to be more self-reliant and self-sufficient. But like, guys, when you get attached to someone, it's normal to want that daily connection of I'm significant, I'm important, I'm loved. And like you're gonna get that in return, and that has a value to it. It's not a monetary masculine value. It's a feel-good feminine value for sure. But when you feel loved, it's gonna fuel you it's going to fuel you to naturally have more energy to do the work that you want to do. Okay, in terms of your outcome for this month, it kind of looks like that's a lot of growth that you're going through. So you got the 4 of air upright, which is the time to rest or take a vacation, allow more time before making a decision. Meditation may provide answers. But so it's a month of being willing to put focus on that relationship. So you're not meditating, and then if the relationship pops into your head during the meditation, push it out, because that's mindfulness meditation. Try to think of nothing for 15 minutes when you meditate, right? So that is what the bulk of your meditation should be. But sometimes, I can't remember, like Vipassana, Theravedic, I can't remember the names in Buddhism for these different states of being when you meditate. Sometimes when you meditate, though, it's about relaxing, get into that peaceful state, and then an emotional issue will come up so you could find the clarity. before you've been like pushing it out, but sometimes it's coming in for you to have that emotional clarity, that epiphany, that aha moment. So I do see you reaching out gently and a little bit to the other person. No matter what though, it is kind of time to put some of your like your meditation focus on it. Like, all right, I don't know if you're like, into law of attraction source, or if you're into like God, all the whatever word you put to it. Hey, I'm looking for that inner clarity so I can have inner peace on this relationship. I'm willing and open to be transformed and receive clarity during meditations. You at least want to put that focus on it so it doesn't like chip away at your brain and eat away at your mind, um, as much as it is right now. Because that's mental space that could either be used for hanging out with the person or be used for projects you want to do. All right, Cancer, I hope this video helped you. That's a long one. If you'd like to stay connected, there's a couple ways to do it. Every Tuesday, I am available for free at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on my Facebook group or Facebook business page. There's links down below. I'm also available for personal readings right now. The link to book those and schedule it is down below. And the third way is my Law of Attraction course, 5 Steps to Manifest Anything and Everything, is on sale right now. So if you want to check that out, there'll be a link for that down below in the description, maybe in the comments as well. It's normally $297, and for the time being, I'm feeling called to sell it for $97. So check it out. Go see what other people have manifested there. Hope it helped. Love you guys. See you in the next video.